Hey, what's going on? It's Antoinette here at Beautiful Start Podcast YouTube channel, and I am live today. It is a absolutely beautiful evening here in the city. You know, the sun done went down. We entering the nighttime. You feel me? And I feel absolutely amazing and great. How are you guys doing out there? How was your day? Let me know in the comment section or the chat. Let me know how you feeling. Feel free to say what's up. But basically, I came on to talk about moving on from a man who tried to destroy you. Now, I know many of us women have been with men who we have held down. You know what I'm saying? Really loved this person, really was there, and really put in the time and the dedication, and really wanted to make a particular relationship work that actually didn't work, right? And we just found out this man overall was just a grimy ass individual. For anybody who don't see, I'm using New York slang, grimy. Pretty much someone who actually did you a disservice to you, treated you bad, played you, you know. And so basically, you know, how do you move on from somebody who tried to destroy you? Someone who, you know, when a breakup is all said and done, right? When you trying to move on, but this person is doing things to basically make you lose your mind. Like, let's keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it 100%, right? Because it's like a lot of women, like, you know, when you get out of a relationship, you know, of course you're going to be going through like the emotions or whatever like that. But if you have someone who's doing like petty stuff, like holding on to your things, right? I knew someone who left the relationship, and then this person didn't even want to give back her things. He didn't even want to give her back her stuff. Hell, he had her degree. Okay, he didn't even want to give her back her bachelor's. You feel what I'm saying? It's like stuff like that. Like, all right, you know I need this. Why are you holding on to this in hopes of holding on to me or holding on to the relationship? And it's like, even when you see couples who break up, and then it's like, okay, you guys are not able to co-parent. Now all of a sudden, okay, he want to go and try to get full custody for the children. Or like now he's trying to say, oh, well, you are not living up to your, like, you know, basically lying and stuff, right? Just trying to make it seem like you're not a good parent. Like, if you do have children, right? There's situations where all of a sudden you guys aren't together anymore. Now he want to file for full custody of the kids, you know, or spread lies about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, try to make it seem like you're the bad person. You know, like things, like everything that you do, like make it appears as if he's angelic, when actually this mother freaker is a devil. Okay, when he's a devil in disguise, right? But how do you move on from somebody who's really trying to bring you down, right? I've seen situations where, you know, people are broken up and he don't want to give you your pet back. Like, why you still got my dog? Like, why you holding on to my dog, boo? Like, what's up with that? Like, little stuff like that, right? How do you move on? Number one, I would say 100% put yourself first, right? Allow yourself time to, you know, heal, right? Because things are going to happen, right? Especially when you move on, like, yeah, you're going to have somebody who's better, someone who's better. Like, typically if you move on from a man and he's better because he want to be with you, right? He can't accept the fact that you are changing, you are evolving, right? Because let me tell you something, life is really all about progression. You either growing or you either dying. And that's metaphorically, right? Because whatever we feed ourselves on a daily basis, whether it's food, whether it's the stuff that we read, whether the people we hang around, like that stuff has an innate an impact on us, right? So that's why I always try to, tell people to be mindful of certain things that they're doing, right? But it's like 100%, like, moving on is putting yourself first and allowing yourself to heal, right? Allowing yourself to heal, because we can't control what other people do. People are going to do whatever it is that they're going to do. You're going to have, like, especially if you moved on from a relationship. If that person is bitter, he going to spread rumors. Yeah, he going to probably not give you back your dog or give you back your favorite socks or, shit like that, petty stuff like that, right? But long as you sustain yourself and focus on what it is that you want, because really it's all about you creating a new chapter for yourself, right? A new experience, right? Because for so long, women hold on. It's like we hold on to everything, right? Shit, listen, you can talk to somebody and they'll tell you something that happened in the motherfucking 80s. They be like, oh, well, I went through it. Listen, it's all about growing, right? Learning from these experiences, right? Everything has a solution to it. The drama, the petty shit, even with a man who's trying to destroy you, there's a solution to that shit. Don't give him power. Don't give him power over your life to the point that it's making you crazy. There's a lot of women who are in the psychiatric ward because of some man. And it's like, at the end of the day, especially if you with someone who don't have good intentions for you and they want to see you in a place where you like, kind of like, yo, you losing your damn mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to see you in a place where you're happy and you free and you're prospering and you doing good and you learn your lessons, right? Especially those bitter men who, they want to spread lies and they want to spread rumors and they want to, discredit you, and they want to, do things that's going to put you in that space, right? But you got to recognize when, when you have dealt with someone who has those tendencies of trying to destroy you. Right? Because at the end of the day, it's like, all right, if we're over, why are you holding on to my things? What would make the purpose of you? What would be a great purpose for you to have my panties, or for you to hold on to my degree? It doesn't make sense. Like, you're holding on to my degree, but yet, okay, I need this degree so I could show it to, an employer who's looking to hire me. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me to better myself. Like, you got to think about this logically, right, woman? Because at the end of the day, right, any man who really has good intentions for you, regardless of anything, they have good intentions for you, whether they with you or they without you, they want to see you doing good. They want to see things working out for you, regardless, right? I understand, like, people have good breakups and people have bad breakups, but just because, even if you have a bad breakup, right, and a spouse cheats on you or whatever the fucking case may be, right, but to go to the extra length to make you look like you're crazy, or to hold on to stuff that could further advance you, that's the issue right there. You feel me? Like, and those are the things you gotta look at. You feel what I'm saying? Because when I think about, like, me personally, being in, relationships and stuff like that, like, anybody that, if it didn't work out, like, it doesn't mean I want to see you doing bad. It's just that, okay, for us, it didn't work out. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like when you meet somebody, or when you dating and stuff like that, the first thing that you guys have in common is the physicalities. Like, oh, you be like, damn, this dude look mad good. Yada, yada, yada. Some women, it's all about, like, the material shit. You be like, yo, girl, he had a fucking BMW. He had this, da, 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 da. See, now I'm on my New York slang shit. But it's like, whatever it is that bring you guys together, right? Because it could be the physical, it could be the materialistic, or it could be the conversation. Because I know a lot of people who, they do travel a lot. And I know it's a different time. We in the Rona season. You feel me? So it's like, I feel like it's more people outside, but it's NYC, right? Well, I'm from NYC. If you don't know, if you haven't listened to Beautiful Star podcast, your girl Antoinette, I'm definitely on the East Coast. So right now we are in Brick City. It is free. When I tell you it's freezing, it is cold outside. Right? But you still see the joggers and shit. They be running around like, yo, I seen this guy. Let me tell you something, yo. I was out, because I go out every day. Like, I make it my business to get out and, to walk around and, to always stay active, because it's like, especially in this quarantine age, you sitting in your room and shit. Should you start to feel like you in jail, you start to feel like you in the motherfucking hole and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but my thing is to always keep yourself active, always keep yourself moving and stuff, always keep yourself in a state of what you are, moving your body, moving stagnant energy. Like, I'm all about that. A lot of the girls, they like to, work out and stuff for, the physical, for, their looks, right? Vanity and shit like that, right? I do it so that energy won't get stagnated, because I just feel like when you're moving, everything else is moving. Everything is shifting. Like, your thoughts are moving forward, meaning like you're not stagnant or stuck on a particular thing. That's just my logic with it. Everyone else has whatever it is, but in NYC, listen, the joggers out there, like, listen, they be having like these little sports spandex shit on, and they dress like like me. If I'm walking or going jogging, I gotta have on a lot of stuff. I'm sorry, because those moments where I'm not sweating, because I know a lot of people, they be wearing just a spandex stuff, like, and it be cold, and people be running right next to the river and shit, and like the river, yo, when you buy water, everything gets cold and shit. Oh, I got a text message talking about, I'm not gonna read my text message, you know what I mean? Let me put my thing on mute for a minute. All right, we're gonna do that. All right, anyway, so yeah, let me tell you this quick story. So I said all that to go back to my story. So one night I was working or whatever, and I was on my break and shit, and so I'm like, I'm getting a pizza and stuff. So I see this man. Let me tell you something. It was 20 degrees outside. When I tell you it was cold, I was like, yo, let me get a pizza and shit or whatever. Get back in the car. We talking about, this is the Rona season. Or 2020 was the Rona season. Okay? The Rona season. So I'm like, I get in the car, I eat my food and shit. So I'm looking and stuff. I'm like, all right, is that a man, you know what I'm saying, with just some shorts on? I mean, when I tell you he just had shorts on, he had shorts on. just shorts on. You feel me? Just shorts. No t-shirt, no pants, just shorts. You would have thought he was on the beach sunbathing. I'm like, all right, it's 20 degrees out here. Then I thought about it. I'm like, yo, your boy's on coke. It's like, yeah, he got to be on some shit. Because the person that he was walking with was dressed for the weather. So I'm like, okay, what's going on with this dude? You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, oh yeah, that's alcohol, that's coke, that's something. Because ain't no way 20 degrees, okay, in the East Coast. Anybody who actually been to New York City already know how cold it get. Like, we call it Brick City up in this bitch. But anyhow, yeah, so I just was like, wow, that's interesting. That is definitely interesting to see some. Like, he ain't jogging, he ain't doing that. I'm like, okay, if he's not on coke or alcohol, your boy is out here doing this on some type of he's definitely doing this on some, like, you being like you know, your friends gas you up and dare you to do some shit. Like, back when I was a teenager, even, you know, even in early adulthood, like, we used to just wild out and do crazy shit. But anyhow, I just was like, wow, this dude, it's freezing out here. It's literally like 20 degrees and your boy only has on like shorts, nothing else. That was like, wow. But anyhow, getting back to the topic, because I digressed. Anyhow, but yeah, ladies, listen, I know when you want something to work out and it don't work out, right? But you don't need to hold on to anything. You don't need to accept anything from a man that you no longer want to accept. And especially when you moved on from a man, and I say moved on, I mean as actually like when you physically move on and you're trying to get yourself back to a place where you are working on yourself. But like, if you're working on yourself and you have a man who's just want to call you, want to pop up, you know, doing petty stuff, like, no, you got to eliminate that. Eliminate it by all costs. Okay, let me tell you something. I actually believe in restraining orders and order protections. Okay, because if it ever get to a point where this person is stalking you, harassing you, showing up where he ain't supposed to be, girl, go to the courthouse and get an order protection. I'm just saying, like, fuck all that. I you know what I'm saying? Like, I have zero tolerance for the F shit, for the fuck shit. I already said shit. I hope YouTube do not penalize me for that. But like, sometimes you gotta put yourself first and be like, listen, this is for my mental health, this is for me moving forward, right? Because it's like, you know, especially like when relationships are over and stuff like that, yes, you know, you gonna miss this person, but at the end of the day, if it ain't work out, then it ain't gonna work out ever. Okay? And it's like, some of us women, we have good hearts and we don't want to fucking destroy a dude's life. Now, I ain't gonna front, some women do. They don't give a fuck. They gonna make you feel what they feel. They gonna do that. But the best thing that you could do, the best revenge, or the best thing you could do, is to work on yourself. Straight up and down. To put yourself in a better position especially when you have, people who rely on you, like children or other relatives, or, maybe you're a guardian to, someone who may have passed away. You're doing them a favor, taking care of their children, or, some of us taking care of elderly people, our elderly family members, like our parents, aunts and uncles, like, especially like me, I'm in my late 30s, so I know I'm going through a transitional phase. Like, us women, like, we are in different phases in our lives, especially when you going into that phase where you're about to be 40. You're embarking on a different journey in your life, and so this different journey, other challenges may pop up. So that's why you got to get rid of the dead weight. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you ain't get that Disney, you know what I'm saying, that Disney happy ending that they portray out there. Like, if a lot of us girls, grow up watching Disney movies and shit, and we looking for our Prince, knight in shining armor type of dude, you know what I'm saying? But we be getting these lame ass motherfuckers, but it's like, the key thing is like, moving on, right? And understanding like, I don't have to put up with this. Like, I'm about to embark on a different journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, even for the young girls out there, like in your early 20s, like, I wish a lot of this information that I'm putting out, and that's actually out there, I wish in my 20s I would have sort of, or even in my, late teens, going into my, early adulthood, dealing with men who have these tendencies, like, just knowing that there is life after a relationship, right? Because they try to program us women like, oh yeah, okay, you gotta wait until you fall in love with somebody, then you fall in love with somebody, and then you get married and you be with this person forever. You don't have to be with somebody forever ever. You don't have to. You could throw that belief system in the trash. Any belief system that is keeping you stuck and stagnated, you throw that shit in the trash. Okay? That's what you do. You throw it in the trash where it's supposed to be. You don't have to have a belief system that's not serving you. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we're not doing that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not in 2021. Listen, 2021, right, it's all about growing, right? It's all about moving on to the next stage of our life. That's what it's all about. It's all about, putting yourself first and actually, setting goals and actually following through with it, right? Change ain't always easy, but it is doable, right? Because we could overcome any challenges that we're having. All things are possible, right? All things are possible, but putting yourself in a position where you are working on yourself, right? And making it happen for yourself, right? Hence this think, right? So this mindset for manifestation, learn how to tap into the power of your mind, is basically, a course that teach you how to manifest whatever it is that you want out of life, right? You could eliminate like any blocks or pessimistic, helpless thinking, right? You ever see someone who is just, they just been through mad stuff in their life, and now they have like a victim mentality and they helpless, and it's like they don't even want to step up and exercise the self-control over their lives and get their lives into a place. It's like they become accustomed to people treating them bad. They have become accustomed to allowing people to lead them absolutely no fucking where, right? You had a man that destroyed your life, okay? Because let's keep it real. There's men out there that, when I say destroyed, I mean, what I mean is destroyed. I mean, you have women out there who actually are still like the remnants, right? Because you can have a relationship that's over, right? But when his ultimate goal is to bring you down, that's what, you know what I'm saying? If you don't put a hold to that shit and exercise control over your mind and not fall victim to it, right? And actually get yourself in a place where you manifesting everything that you want that's positive in your life. Because it's a process, right? But anyway, like, if you keep falling victim to this dude, you're gonna lose everything. Absolutely, you will lose everything. Like, if you don't gain control over your mind and not for a victim, like, okay, well, I see a lot of women who have effed up credit. When I say effed up credit, I mean fucked up credit, B. When I say I mean fucked up credit because of a man. For a man. Okay? You have women out there who men gas them like, okay, well, get this for the house. Get this for the house. Buy this. Get this. You know what I'm saying? Or they be mad that a woman left them and they take their credit card and they just max everything out. Just use money that the woman don't even have, and now this woman have all this debt. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, the goal is, right? The goal is to recognize that a man is trying to destroy you, right? You recognize it and you move on, right? You let this guy fuck up your credit, but then you're gonna go back to him as if everything's gonna be great. No. You got to get out of that pessimistic, helpless, lack of self-control mindset, right? And getting back to what I'm saying, like, so every Wednesday, right, I do this mindset for manifestation, learn how to tap into the power of your mind to get what you want, right? A lot of women don't want that. To keep dealing with a man that, try to destroy them, or keep dealing with it. Like, nah. We not doing that in 2021. We moving on, B. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Some people are go into a state where they being revengeful. Like, you ever see a couple that they done broke up, but then, you have a man who want to be petty and try to destroy the woman, and then the woman fall, like, victim to it, but then they get into this thing where they going back and forth. Nah, it's none of that. We're not doing the back and forth things. No back and forth things, right? Because I'm like, the ultimate thing that you could do if someone who tried to destroy you, or they still doing petty shit, yo, fuck out of here. I told you, I believe in restraining orders and order protections, straight up and down. If I have a conversation with you and you absolutely not even accepting what I said, you're not even bringing that into consideration, and you're not even moving forward, then you got to be eliminated by all costs. Eliminate that shit. straight up and down. But number one, work on yourself, right? If you dealt with someone who tried to destroy you, or if you or if you dealing with that shit, you know what I'm saying, the number one thing that you can do is work on yourself, and first work on your mindset. Because sometimes these experiences can condition our mind to think in a certain way, or to respond in a certain way, or to be in a certain way. So that's why I say, like, listen, right? I have a course, right? The Mindset for Manifestation. Learn how to tap into the power of your mind to get what you want, right? Every Wednesday I do this course, at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's live. It is live. But the benefits are great, right? Because sometimes we need to learn something new to do something different, right? If you don't learn something new and do something different, you're going to keep getting the same results, right? And the overall goal is, like, for 2021, what I want for all of us women is to, number one, get what we want out of life, right? But healing and moving forward, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, 2020, people talking about the Rona, but, a lot of people really made progression within their lives. Like, they really, made a significant difference, right? I know someone who got a brand new car, who bought a house, who got a great job opportunity. There's people that really, 2020 really, 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 really worked out for them. And then there's some women who actually really put in the work and really heal, because you may have all the material things, right? Because there's women out there that got everything, that got a thriving career, like they don't need nothing financially, but mentally they feel drained, they feel stuck, right? Because just because you see a chick looking all fly and shit, you know what I'm saying, like, they got their red bottoms on, they look all good, but they may be dealing with some eternal stuff that they need to work on, like the mindset too, right? Just because everything that glitters ain't gold, right? But the key thing is, right, I want us in 2021 to definitely grow, right? To move on, to evolve, right? And that's another reason why, and empower ourselves. And that's a reason why I actually, wanted to do, because I have a Get Back to Me, Get Back to Life monthly empowerment group, right? Where, it's nothing but women, right? This is a woman group, right? Even though I know it's crazy, because it's like, Beautiful Start podcast is for the women. It's for us ladies. You feel what I'm saying? But I do have men who listen to Beautiful Start podcast. You feel what I'm saying? But this particular group is basically for women empowerment, right? You can surround yourself with women, empower yourself, right? It's a private group. No victim mentality, right? Although we may have the same struggles, like we, collectively as women, I feel like we've all gone through some shit, right? But the key thing is to move on from it, but understanding, like, you're not alone, right? When I was in a domestic violence, when I was in an abusive relationship, I felt alone. I felt like it was no one out there that was going through what it was that I was going through. But in hindsight, when I started to be in different groups, because I was in groups, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I was in different groups, and when I worked with, mentors, or whenever I did something that put me up, right? Because I realized, like, oh, there's other women who experience this, right? And we all are different, right? We all come from different socioeconomics, like different backgrounds, like, so, we all different, right? But collectively we could say that, we've going through something. But the thing is to move on from the darkest times in our life and create a life for ourselves, right? And to actually, like, because Beautiful Star Podcast, it's not all about, because you're not going, if you sign up for this, we ain't going to be sitting back talking about the latest celebrity gossip or who. No, this is empowering messages that will give you the results that you want out of life, right? And conversations that's really geared towards building up yourself, really geared towards transformation, and really, looking in the mirror and loving who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about, accepting and loving yourself, right? And empowering yourself and building yourself up. But we need to start having conversations that's surrounded by that, because if you're talking about who fucked who, or who got on these kind of shoes, and blah 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 blah, whatever the fuck these, you know what I'm saying, this stuff is. Oh, I'm sorry if my cussing offends some people. If you can move on beyond that, right? Because I think a lot of us, we focused on the wrong things, and it's like, yeah, I cursed, but please listen to the message. Anywho, yeah, so definitely, like, that's a great empowerment group. Get Back to Me, Get Back to Life monthly empowerment group. And it's not a subscription. It is not a subscription. You could do it for 1 month, then the next month you don't do it, right? But if you're interested in that, you could click the link in the description or whatever, the description of this YouTube. Click it and read up about it. You interested, sign up, right? That's always good. Another thing, right, before I get off of this live, right, before I do that, right, if you like my the YouTube page or whatever, definitely subscribe to Beautiful Start Podcast YouTube channel, because I will definitely and put on that notification button, like, share, right? Because I definitely want this to get spreaded all over the internet, right? So more women who are, dealing with certain things that they don't want to be in can have access to it. And because it's all about, helping. Beautiful Star Podcast is really all about helping women to see that, their potential and to work on themselves, right? And to make whatever it is that they want out of their lives, like to work on yourselves. Because life is all about, like, I feel like, yeah, we should be growing, the same way there's 4 seasons, right? We have seasons within our lives, and I feel like we shouldn't keep repeating the same shit. We don't have to repeat the same stuff. We can move on, right? Just like it's wintertime now, but we're about to be in spring soon. Spring has its own energy, right? We need to embrace change, right? Let's embrace change, okay? Anyhow, so yeah, so definitely subscribe. There will be a live. I don't know when I'm going to do a live again, but anyway. I want to do a live tomorrow, but I'll be so busy. For Rizzy. Did I say for Rizzy? Oh my God, I'm live. I can't even edit that out. I said for Rizzy. Anywho. So, yeah, let me put this out there. So motivational, right? So we got motivational, right? So motivational at Beautiful Star Podcast is something that I was doing every Monday, right? And I haven't done it in a while because I put it on a break, right? So last year, in December was the last episode I did, and that was episode 41. So every Monday I do motivationals, but it's coming back in February. So I want you guys to listen to motivational, but also on top of that, there is going to be a motivational that I will be doing on Tuesdays and Wednesday, but it's, Tuesdays and Wednesday, depending on the week that it is, right? It will be 4 bonus episodes of motivational, right? But you have to join the motivational family. You got to be a part of that to listen to the episodes that exclusively come on Tuesday and Wednesday. So you definitely want to join to listen to that. But if motivational is something that something that's new to you, you like, yo, okay, this is something new. What is this motivational about? There's over 40 episodes of motivational that's up at Beautiful Start Podcast, right? Listen, you could just go to Google, right, and put in Beautiful Start Podcast, and you'll see it. Whatever you want to listen to it at, whether it's Spotify, Anchor, Google, different podcast places, right? You can listen to it. There's over 40 episodes, and there's some great information, right? Great information. Also, you could listen to that, right? And see what it's all about. But new episodes will be coming up every Monday or Mondays. Let me drink some water. So new episodes will be coming up every Monday starting in February. I'm doing that. So, but until then, you can listen to the episodes, baby. Okay. Did I say baby? Did I say the baby? Did I say baby? Anywho, so definitely listen to that. Motivational. Also, there are I do Beautiful After Abuse. That's something I have over 19 episodes of Beautiful After Abuse. Some great information on there. It's also at Beautiful Start Podcast. You can just Google that shit. It'll come up. Google Beautiful Start Podcast, or look in the description box. There should be a link, or find it, but there's episodes there that you could definitely listen to that's going to enhance your life, especially if you do not want to join the motivational membership, or if you don't want to join the Get Back to Me, Get Back to Life monthly empowerment group, or take the Mindset for Manifestation course. If you don't want to do that, there is listen, there's a lot of episodes. Okay, there's over 50 episodes on Beautiful Start Podcast alone that is providing information that you can utilize. Because I understand there's people are going through a hard time and the finances are just not there, or you're just trying to get your feet wet or whatever. But you can listen to that, right? And there's information that you can apply. But anywho, thank you so much for listening to this live. I didn't really anticipate it being 43 minutes. But your girl gotta go. So, but make sure you subscribe, share, like this video, because I definitely want this to get out to more people. And so you already know. Thank you so much. Have a great day or night, depending on when you listen to it. Some people listen to it in the live, okay? But if you listening to it on the replay, have a great day or night whenever you listen to this.